All right. Hey, back with you again. Now, before I get started, there might be a little bit of profanity in this video, but this is the story is on a good note, and also it's gonna be like it's gonna be like a three. Like I'm gonna be talking about this story, but I'm gonna talk about some other previous incidents. Of two more two more black students. I mean, especially, and I'm gonna talk about how they defied odds and they actually worked hard to get where they at, but also especially it kind of shows and points out, with that now with the college cheating scandal going on, and also especially the double standards they like to project on, like these white supremacists like to project on their on black people, especially on their children, with what they're very guilty of. All right, because I'm going to be talking about this young brother by the name of Dylan Chidick, Kamilah Campbell, and Michael Brown. So, and it all correlates all in one. So, as you can see, this is a Dylan Chidick who, like, I mean, who has that also went through struggles, and guess what? They worked hard, and all I can say is, well, now this cheating scandal comes to light. All I gotta say is to these white supremacists that he's saying, oh, we don't work hard, or we're lazy, or we need to pull by the bootstraps. I don't want to hear none of that shit from their fucking mouths. Especially, yeah, I always have to remember what all the negative shit that white supremacists say to black people, especially to black youth, is nothing but projection of what they're guilty of. That's why you never, not ever, listen to them, period. Especially how big hypocrites that they are. So, so let me get started. Formerly homeless student gets into 17 colleges on his own. I like that they put that out there. The odds were stacked against Dylan Chidick in the summer of 2017. A Jersey high school student was homeless and struggling to studying in a shelter with his twin brothers had heart conditions and needed extra care. His mother had lost her job, but this week he learned that he had been accepted to 17 colleges, including Siena College, Keene University, Caldwell University, and York College of Pennsylvania, and lots more, which I should have added because they only had like put in like so far only like five like so far only like that four they mentioned, but I guess those must be some pretty prestigious schools. But his academic efforts stood in a sharp contrast to the stories of privilege and wealth that emerged from the wide-ranging college admissions scam. And I'm glad they brought this up, in which dozens of wealthy and high-profile and mostly white parents bought their children's admission into elite universities. After the many lessons that Dylan, 17, has had to learn about life's odds, here was more. End quote. I think it's unfair that people could just buy their way in, said Dylan, speaking on Thursday during a break from classes. But I know that something that I know that it has been happening for a long time, and there is always going to be someone who's more privileged enough, all right, and more connections to have it easier than others, and that means that you have to work harder to achieve the same goals. He said. Any lingering faith in a system of meritocracy was challenged on Tuesday when federal prosecutors charged 50 people in what they called the largest college admission scams ever prosecuted by the Department of Justice. The prosecutors said that parents involved paid millions of dollars in bribes to secure spots for their privileged white children. And by contrast, other students across the country spoke to the time to the Times this week about the obstacles they've had to overcome to prepare for college, such as finding jobs to help their families pay bills or save tuition, as well as taking tests over and over without benefit of tutors in hopes of improving their scores and their prospects. Dylan's college application process was a fraught period of test taking, late nights, and hopeful anticipation. The first time he took the SAT, he realized he had not been studying for it early enough, and he thought it he could do better. So he spent long nights studying the second time around, and started preparing further in advance in hopes of becoming the first person in his family to go to college. So Dylan's family immigrated from Trinidad when he was 7 and settled in Brooklyn, later moving to Jersey City when they were priced out. He enrolled in the Henry Snyder High School, where he became an honors student and took advanced placement classes. And his mother, Kadeen, worked as a home healthcare aide. His brothers, who are now 11, needed open heart surgeries and suffered from fainting spells, which said meant that he had to watch them extra carefully at the playground. So in the mid 2017, Miss Phillip lost her job. Well, I mean, lost her job, and the family lost their home. Dylan said, "Sorry, I had a long day." They moved into a shelter where they stayed for several months, even though he would have preferred having a quiet place to study, where he could stay up late to work without having to follow a curfew. Dylan made the most of it and persisted. He took advanced placement classes at that summer. He worked at a recreation center and returned to the shelter at 9 p.m. to study. Eventually, with the help of Women Rising, an organization in Jersey City that helps women and their families find housing, counseling, and social services, Dylan and his family found a permanent place to live, and it was Dylan who started preparing to apply to colleges, helped by fee waivers that available to first generation college students and those from low income families. He cast a wide net in his potential choices, and he also pushed aside the words imprinted in his memory from other students that and from educators who had doubted him as a child. And you see these white supremacists, like I talked about, how they try to break our children. They tried to break. I mean, just goes to show how insecure these white supremacists are. But let me continue. It taught me to be persistent, he said. Just because you hear no doesn't mean you are going to hear no again. Hard work helped form his character, and he said, and he is now hoping to receive his 18th acceptance notice from his first choice of school, the College of New Jersey, where he has friends, and he plans to ultimately become a lawyer. So, so even before me, my family found out were homeless, I always knew that I wanted to go to college, he said. But after everything they went through, he became more determined and I vowed to never let my family get into that situation again. End quote. He said, and that's it. Yeah, try to plant the seed of doubt, and look. He's got accepted to 17 colleges, and he's trying to get accepted. See, he can get accepted to the 18th one. And like, let me get to the part about how they try to plant that seed of doubt, because like I said, what we've been so conditioned to think less and lower ourselves, because you always have to remember this. You know what? The devil is alive. And the white supremacist, to be a white supremacist, you got to be the fucking devil himself. Especially you put your time and energy to do something that fucking evil and create a system that fucking evil, even to a point you'd even wanna try to destroy a black child just for the color of their skin. You got to be really pure evil. As you can see, not only they try to break, like why I talk about like how they try to break our children, but this time our children are a lot more different today. That they are defying these white supremacists. They're being defiant. We have to raise them to be defiant, because evil doesn't wait till you get older. Evil attacks you young. Like white supremacists, they attack them young. Like what they did with Kamilah and Michael Brown. With Kamilah, with what happened, she's an honor roll student, and also you see like he got his stuff fair and square. She got fair and square, and he got fair and square. But white supremacists, they tried to destroy. I mean, to try to destroy them. So especially with her, she took the SAT. The first, I mean, she passed on both times, but the first score she got, even though it could like she got like I think it was in the 900s, I believe. but she wanted to get higher. She wanted to get a better score. So just to prepare herself for that test a lot better, to know what to do, she the honor roll student got herself a tutor, studied her ass off, did what she had to do, fair and square, worked hard, and guess what? Retook the test again on her own, and guess what? She got a higher that she passed again. Except this time she got a higher score, and this time it was in the 1200s. So after she passed, she should be getting ready to prepped up to apply for colleges. But all of a sudden, the SAT ACT board, they they accuse her of cheating, and then try to withhold her grade, and try to try to say like you got to retake the game because we think you cheated and shit like that. But no, she let them know I'm filing a lawsuit. And of course, when they try to complain about it because they said it without no proof, no evidence. Chances are people who falsely accuse the sister, I bet you money they are involved in that college scandal, because they said there was people who work in the SAT and ACT board that are involved in that scandal as well. And I wouldn't be surprised it's these same motherfuckers. So, and now that she filed a lawsuit, all I can say is not only owe the sister an apology, like they need to give her tuition. They need to like give her a full scholarship, especially considering the shit they putting her through. But I'm glad she's not taking their shit, and she's letting them know, no, you're not gonna slander me. You're not gonna, yeah, I mean, you're not gonna put that projection of the shit you're doing onto me. And now here's another case in point with Michael Brown, who is 17 years old. And by the way, Kamilah Campbell, she's 18. Just to let you know. He went to school, and went on his senior year. He took the SAT. He took the SAT, and he passed with flying colors. Before he took the test, he studied his ass off, did what he had to do, fair and square. Took the test and passed, fair and square. And guess what? And then he was applying for college. He applied at 20 colleges, and guess what? He got accepted to all 20 colleges, all 20 of them. And there was a video that went viral that was posted, you think it was either on Facebook or Twitter, one of them social media pages. So like how these white like to preach, oh, you gotta work hard and blah blah blah, pull about your bootstraps. But guess what? When bosses actually do that, instead of them being happy, they get mad. They did with his brother, and what they said to him, they called him obnoxious. Obnoxious. I'm like, bitch. Okay, these two. You see, these two work for Fox News. The cave bitch on the left. The white supremacist bitch on the left is Sarah Fraser, and the white supremacist bitch to the right is Holly Morris. That said all this horrible shit about about this young brother. But they got drugged, and they issued like full BS apologies, trying to say the race had nothing to do with it. I'm sorry, wrong pipe, and shit like that. And they made a whole lot of try to like backpedal and like we like race had nothing to do with it. We weren't attacking him. Fuck out of here. That's why you don't listen to the shit that comes out of their mouth. All it is just bullshit. And I never listen to them. Never. Because, like I said, the devil's alive. All I can say is, well, until the real one gets here, the white supremacists, y'all will do for now. But all I gotta say is, congratulations to Michael Brown. Kamilah, good luck on your lawsuit, and keep fighting. Hold your head high. And Dylan Chidick, you too, congratulations, and keep holding your head high. And for the rest of the white supremacists that try to like attack our kids, fuck y'all. Y'all ain't shit. And also that scandal proves y'all were never shit, bitch.